The 2025 Dacia Dokker camper van motorhome continues Dacia's mission of offering practical mobility solutions for the everyday user, now expanded into the world of vanlife and compact motorhomes. What makes this model particularly compelling is how it takes the basic architecture of the standard Dokker panel van and transforms it into a flexible, livable space without overcomplicating the experience. At its core, the Dokker is built on a simple yet proven platform. It's relatively lightweight, has a stable suspension setup, and features a no-nonsense approach to engineering. This straightforwardness benefits the camper conversion immensely by ensuring that weight distribution, ease of modification, and long-term durability are all kept in balance. For those familiar with the challenges of maintaining a more complex RV, the Dokker's basic but solid bones are a refreshing change. On the road, the 2025 Dokker camper van is surprisingly nimble. Its turning radius, light steering, and elevated driving position make it feel more like a compact SUV than a commercial van. This makes maneuvering through tight city streets, small rural roads, or even winding mountain passes feel manageable and stress-free. The diesel engine's torque kicks in at lower RPMs, which helps especially when climbing hills or carrying a full load of travel gear. Dacia has worked to improve the NVH noise, vibration, and harshness levels for the 2025 version, so it's quieter and more refined on the move compared to earlier models. The suspension, while not tuned for high-speed cornering, is soft enough to absorb bumps and uneven surfaces often found at campsites or unpaved roads, making it ideal for a laid-back travel pace. The conversion to camper van status is what truly transforms the Dokker. Dacia partners with several reputable third-party converters who specialize in modular and compact motorhome layouts. The interior is typically outfitted with a clever arrangement that allows for both daytime and nighttime use, and the components can often be slid, folded, or retracted depending on the need. You'll usually find a two-seater bench that folds flat into a sleeping area wide enough for two adults. Beneath and around it, storage cubbies are built in for storing bedding, cooking gear, and clothes. The kitchenette is minimalist but efficient, often consisting of a dual-burner portable stove, a collapsible sink with water tanks tucked below, and a compact fridge powered by a 12V system. Many users opt for a rooftop solar panel system that can charge a leisure battery to keep essentials like lighting and refrigeration running off-grid. One of the most attractive qualities of the Dokker camper van is how it balances minimalism with essential comfort. The interior isn't plush in the traditional sense, there are no plush cushions or luxury wood trims, but every surface feels durable, functional, and easy to clean. This kind of environment encourages an active lifestyle. Whether you're tracking in dirt from a forest trail or unloading wet gear after kayaking, you won't worry about damaging fragile interiors. The cabin is also extremely adaptable. Some conversion kits allow for adding a compact indoor shower system or chemical toilet, although most users rely on portable, stowaway solutions. For longer journeys, these options help bridge the gap between minimalist van life and full motorhome convenience. Connectivity and tech inside the Dokker camper van are modest but available. The driver's cabin includes a modern dashboard with options for touchscreen infotainment, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and integrated navigation. It won't match premium campervans in terms of connectivity or speaker quality, but it covers the basics well. The addition of USB ports in both front and rear sections, optional LED strip lighting, and auxiliary battery outlets ensures that modern digital nomads can keep their devices powered and connected even when deep into rural areas. There's also good natural light inside, thanks to large side windows and optional skylights, which creates an airy and open feel during the day. What sets the Dokker apart in the camper van segment is its value proposition. It isn't pretending to be a luxury home on wheels, nor does it promise all-inclusive comfort. Instead, it focuses on freedom to move, to explore, and to live simply. That makes it ideal for people who prioritize experience over indulgence. The total cost of purchasing and outfitting a Dokker camper van is significantly less than most factory-made motorhomes, even when opting for high-quality conversion kits. Insurance and registration costs are lower as well, particularly in regions where the van is considered a light commercial or private vehicle rather than a large camper. This affordability opens the door to a younger demographic or retirees on a budget who want to travel without the financial burden of a high-end RV. Another compelling factor is the ease of maintenance. Since the Dokker is based on Renault Group's globally available mechanical components, it can be serviced at thousands of garages across Europe, Asia, and parts of Africa and South America. Parts are relatively inexpensive and accessible. This becomes especially valuable when touring internationally, where finding specialized RV parts or service shops could be difficult. Dacia's reliability record further supports this, with many Dokker vehicles reaching high mileage with minimal issues as long as basic maintenance is followed. This simplicity in mechanics mirrors the simplicity of the lifestyle it promotes: less stress, fewer breakdowns, more time on the road. For those who worry about long-term comfort or road trip fatigue, it's important to understand that the Dokker isn't meant to replace a large Class B or Class C motorhome. It doesn't offer a standing shower, full kitchen, or climate-controlled bedroom. But for weekend warriors, part-time vanlifers, and people who want to explore without completely disconnecting from urban life, it hits a perfect sweet spot. There's also a growing aftermarket community around the Dokker camper platform, which means you'll have access to roof tent add-ons, tailgate tents for extra rear space, and even DIY insulation and heating kits for cold weather camping. In essence, the 2025 Dacia Dokker camper van motorhome embraces a back-to-basics philosophy. It's a travel companion that invites you to simplify, to pack only what you need, and to find joy in the journey itself. Whether you're tracing coastal highways, parking under alpine stars, or just pulling over for a quick nap during a long drive, the Dokker adapts with you. It's not flashy, but it's authentic. It's not powerful, but it's dependable. And in a world of increasingly complex and expensive motorhomes, that kind of honest utility is more valuable than ever. The Dokker doesn't just take you places, it gives you the freedom to live your own adventure, your way.